The early classification of substances was based on their taste. All the sour tasting things were named acids from the Latin word acidus, which means sour. Some of the naturally occurring compounds like vinegar, citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, these are all naturally occurring sour foods. They all contain acids. Acids in their pure form are corrosive in nature. So all these food substances that we had seen, they contain acids plus some other substances. But when taken in pure form, these acids are corrosive in nature. And hence, while handling pure acids, one should be very careful. We know that some substances, when dissolved in aqueous solution, that is, when dissolved in water, they form ions. For example, NaCl crystal, if this is dissolved in water, the positive hydrogen ions, they take away the negative chlorine, and the negative oxygen takes away the positive Na+. So this is how NaCl dissociates in aqueous solution. NaCl in aqueous solution forms Na plus and Cl minus. So some substances in aqueous solution, they form ions. The first chemical basis for classifying the acids was given by a scientist named Arrhenius. He said that all the substances that give H plus ions as the only positively charged ions in solution. So H plus ions as the only positively charged ions in solution, he said these substances are acids. H plus ions in solution are not stable. They combine with the water molecule to form the stable species H3O+. So all the substances which give H plus ions, since they are not stable, they combine with water to form H3O+. So we can say that all the substances which give H3O+ ions in solution are classified as acids. Let's see some examples. HCl in aqueous solution forms H plus and Cl minus. H plus is not stable on its own, so it combines with water. So when we have the ionization of HCl, we get H3O plus Cl minus. So HCl gives H3O plus as the only positively charged ion in solution. So HCl is an acid. Similarly, like HCl, we have H2SO4, which is sulfuric acid. When it combines with water or in aqueous solution, it gives two molecules of H3O plus and sulfate ions. So we see that H3O plus ions are the only positively charged ions in solution. So sulfuric acid, as the name suggests, it is an acid. Similarly, nitric acid, HNO3, in aqueous solution, it only gives H3O plus ions as the positively charged ions. So all the substances that give H3O plus ions or H plus ions as the only positively charged ions in solution are classified as acids. Aspirin. If you do not swallow it at the first go, it tastes sour. This is because it has acids present in it. According to Arrhenius, acids are those substances that produce which ions as the only positively charged ions in solution. So Arrhenius classified acids as those substances which produce H plus ions as the only positively charged ions in solution. According to the early classification, bases were the compounds that tasted bitter and were also slippery in nature. But the first scientist, again Arrhenius, he was able to give the first chemical classification for the bases. According to him, all the substances which give OH minus ions as the only negatively charged ions in solution Such substances which give OH minus or hydroxyl ions as the only negatively charged ions in solutions are classified as bases. So let's take some examples. We have NaOH. It gives Na plus plus OH minus. So OH minus are the only negatively charged ions. Similarly, calcium hydroxide, it gives Ca2 plus plus OH minus, and magnesium hydroxide gives Mg2 plus plus OH minus. So all these substances give OH minus as the only negatively charged ions in solution. So such substances, that is sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide, they are all bases. Later on, the definition of bases is further modified. Now bases are defined as all the substances which are either metallic oxides or hydroxides. So all the metallic hydroxides and oxides, for example copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, so all the metallic oxides and hydroxides are known as bases. A special category of bases are alkalis. These are the soluble hydroxides. So all the basic hydroxides which are soluble in water, they are known as alkalis. So alkalis are special cases of bases. These are the basic hydroxides which are soluble in water. For example, we have sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. These are basic hydroxides which are soluble in water and hence they are alkalis. So we know or we see that all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. Let's see how. If we have iron hydroxide, this is not soluble in water. Hence, it is not an alkali, it's only a base. Similarly, sodium hydroxide. This hydroxide is soluble in water. Hence, it is an alkali and so it is also a base. So, all alkalis are bases. This alkali, sodium hydroxide, since alkalis are special categories of bases, all alkalis are bases. But it is not necessary that all bases are alkalis. Alkalis are special class of bases. Let's do some classification of acids and bases in terms of their strength. The first category is strong acids. We know acids give H3O plus ions in solution. So all the acids which completely ionize. So the acids which completely ionize to produce a large amount of H3O plus ions in solution, such acids are known as strong acids. Let's see some examples. HCl, hydrochloric acid, it completely ionizes to give H3O plus and chloride ions. So whenever the acids completely ionize, that is, we do not have the acid now, we only have the ions in solution. So we show that by a single arrow. This means that the acids completely ionize in solution to produce the ions. Similarly, sulfuric acid, it completely ionizes in water to form H3O plus and sulfate ions. Similarly, nitric acid, it completely ionizes to form H3O plus plus nitrate ions. So such acids which completely ionize in water to produce a large quantity or large concentration of H3O plus ions, such acids are known as strong acids. Similarly, we have the weak acids. Weak acids are the acids which partially ionize. So they do not completely ionize, instead they partially ionize in aqueous solution to produce less concentration of H3O plus ions. Let's see some examples. We have acetic acid. When it is taken in aqueous solution, it forms H3O plus and CH3COO minus ions. In this case, the acetic acid partially ionizes. So in this case, we show it by this arrow. That is, this sign shows that it is reversible in nature. So we have both these two in solution. That is, we know that CH3COOH is not completely ionizing. So we have acetic acid and water in solution. At the same time, we have H3O plus CH3COO minus in solution. When we take carbonic acid, this also partially ionizes to form H3O plus carbonate ions. We show it by this arrow. It means that the acid is partially ionizing to produce lesser quantity of H3O plus. So the acids which partially ionize are known as weak acids. So like acids, we have the classification for bases as well. So strong bases are those bases which completely ionize to produce a large concentration of OH minus. Since bases in aqueous solution form OH minus ions, so the strong bases are those which completely ionize. For example, NaOH, it completely ionizes to form Na plus OH minus. So we show it by a single arrow. Similarly, KOH, it completely ionizes to produce K plus OH minus. So these bases which completely ionize in aqueous solution are known as strong bases. Like the strong bases, we have the weak bases. The weak bases are those which partially ionize. Since they partially ionize, we show it by a reversible arrow. In this case, ammonium hydroxide, it partially ionizes to produce NH4 plus and OH minus ions. So in this case, the concentration of OH minus ions is less. Similarly, calcium hydroxide, it partially ionizes to produce calcium ions and OH minus ions. So the bases which partially ionize, as we can see through the reversible arrow, such bases which partially ionize are known as weak bases. So let's revise. Acids are those substances which produce H plus ions as the only positively charged ions in solution. We can classify them as strong acids and weak acids. Strong acids are the acids which completely ionize to produce a large concentration of H3O plus, and weak acids partially ionize to produce less concentration of H3O plus. Now if we talk of bases, bases are those substances which produce OH minus ions as the only negatively charged ions in solution. They can also be classified as strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases completely ionize to produce a large concentration of OH minus, and weak bases partially ionize to produce a lesser concentration of OH minus. So this is how we can classify the acids and bases.